It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, May 8th, 2018. It is 7 a.m., another gorgeous day in Northern Arkansas and Southern Missouri.
Whoop, whoop.
Hi, you Chuckles. How are you?
North Central Arkansas.
Okay, North Central Arkansas.
I know. I was caught by that, too. You can't
you were listening. They passed the test.
I don't think he's had the same monologue opening twice the same one twice.
He went for a few days where he just kind of mumbled through it. You know?
Well, that was the same. One day the sun was shining.
I'm
One day you were Jerry Callis, remember that one?
Yeah, remember that.
I'm telling you, it's that coffee.
It's the coffee. Speaking of the coffee.
Oh, we had to bring it up, didn't we?
What you drinking coffee over there?
I'm not drinking coffee over here.
You?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Get my coffee right
You got
there.
my Brood Awakening going over there?
Yes,
Good.
Little nip. I have to put a shot of yours into my coffee now. I can't do the 100% your coffee.
Why
no
not?
more. I went to the hospital and got tested.
Doctor told me to stay away from your coffee.
Blood pressure is up.
Doctor said you've been drinking Dale's coffee again.
That thing comes with side effects, anxiety, and
The
all
only
kinds
coffee
of
with a
stuff.
vaccination for it. Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. 3 locations to serve you. Balmer Boulevard, BRMC Lobby, and 62 East Plaza. Out by Anytime Fitness. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, just drinking muddy water, right?
That's right. Or Pepsi or whatever.
I got regular water.
Regular water.
Yeah, not the muddy kind.
Okay, all right. Anyway, check out Brood Awakening Coffee. It is the best coffee in town. You don't believe me? I mean, somebody have a cup with us sometime, right?
It'll cure whatever ails you.
That'll get you moving.
Jerry, vaccination for my coffee, huh?
You gotta have it. Says visiting third world countries or drinking Dale's coffee. Take this vaccination.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Here it is right there. Got that logo up there. What can you say? Just honor, respect, dignity from Roller Funeral Home when the need arises. I mean, we don't ever go out shopping for a funeral home, but when the need arises, Roller Funeral Homes across the state.
I know that they will bend over backwards trying
To please you.
to make those wishes come true, even if it's outside of their box. They will do their best.
Yeah. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, among the various crises we have in this country, one stands out, and that's the lack of work ethics in the millennials. Not all of them, but this day and time jobs are waiting, but no one takes them. Lord, we've raised a generation that wants $15 an hour just to flip hamburgers at McDonald's, but can't grasp a 40-plus hour work week. In reality, most are really worth about $8 an hour, then quit showing up. What's going to happen to our workforce over the next 20 years if we can't teach or won't teach our kid work ethics to our children? Lord, I pray you give us wisdom, and that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Right?
You got it.
All right. Gregg Farm Services brings you the morning weather. Gregg Farm Services on the farm, at home, in the community, wherever it may be. I'm going to hit refresh one more time on this before we bring it up. All kinds of good deals going on right now. We'll take a quick look here. Don't forget Mother's Day is Sunday.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da-da. Here's all kinds of great things from Gregg's Farm Services that you can see right here. Women's shoes 15% off. Cowgirl Tough Company jeans and tees. You want to take over? I can't talk to you.
You're doing
Women's
a fine
tees
job.
and jeans. There you go. Jewelry and purses 20% off. Corinthian bell wind chimes. All kinds of great things going on at Gregg's Farm Services. We'll scroll down here. Garden cart for $79.99 is $20 off. Wasp and hornet spray. The Husqvarna 1025.
When are you going to go get that garden cart?
Oh, I
Because I
don't
know
know.
you talk about that every time. I'm going to.
I need to
get
go
one
look
of
at it.
those.
It's $80, but it'd be a handy cart to have, wouldn't it?
Well, it's not going to be on sale by the time you want to get
Yeah, I'll
it.
probably wind up paying full price. So. Scott's Topsoil, $1.99 for 3/4 of a cubic foot.
I don't think you're ready for that wagon. That's something you have to work up.
Work up to, really?
You better get the little Western Auto radio flyer.
Ooh, those
Start small now. That's a lot of rocks fill up that big car.
You remember those little wagons that had I think they were wooden sides, had removable wooden slats on? Man, those things, you get the...
You might need to start with a little different brand, one that starts with Tonka.
Tonka.
Well, you could get one of those little radio flyers. I get one of the little pedal tractors to pull.
Oh, look. Man, we're going to make a movie out of this. Adventures of Dale and his gardening.
We're
Hey,
going to
look
set a
at
little
this.
obstacle course and make them race it.
Look at this right here. Free chainsaw with the purchase of any tractor or zero turn in stock. Cub Cadet, Exmark, and Husqvarna at Greg's Farm Services.
That was impressive how he changed subjects so quick.
I got off of that one in a
That
hurry.
is a
didn't I?
heck of a deal.
That is
Receive
a
a
deal.
free
Chainsaw.
MS-170. That's the model number I've got on my chainsaw. It's a great little chainsaw. An MS-170 steel chainsaw with the purchase of any riding mower, zero-turn mower in our stock. Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, or Exmark mowers available. Stop in our shop soon. Midway Power Shop, 870-481-5226. The Midway Feed Store, 481-5165. Power Shop 2 in Mountain Home, 701-5171. Greg's Farm Supply. On the farm, around the home, and in the community, they bring the morning weather each and every day. We've got 61 degrees in Mountain Home, 59 at Harrison and Hardy, 55 at Mountain View, 58 at Yellville, 55 at Marshall, and 61 in Calico Rock, but only 48 in St. Louis. Poplar Bluff, Missouri at 56, while Branson, Missouri is at 59 and 56 at West Plains. And Watford City is within 9 degrees of us at 52 degrees. They're in the swimming pools up there by now.
That's a heat wave for them.
Well, you figure at one point they were, 30 below zero, so that's a 82 degree difference there, and they're only at 52 degrees. Whew, wow.
In a month.
Yeah, cold up there. National radar shows some shower activity in the Dakotas going into Iowa and Minnesota. Am I picking up stuff there on the coast of Texas? Let me hit that right there.
Oh, you're kidding. Is it doing something in Mexico?
No, Gulf of Mexico.
Oh.
Lake Charles, Louisiana, over to Beaumont, Texas, and on the coast there, picking up some shower activity right now. That's about it. Let's check Arkansas. It's going to be clear as a bell. They've got the radar intensity really cranked up to try to detect just about any drop they could find in the state. But as of now, there's no shower activity going on. The highways in Arkansas, 62, 412 east and west is clear. 65 north-south going to Little Rock and Branson is clear. And let's see, 67, 167, Batesville, Poplar Bluff is all clear at this time. Interstates 30, 40, 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555. I remember 555 this time. There you go. Which used to be Highway 63 at Jonesboro. All clear at this time. And let's see.
There's
Let's
not
take a
much
look.
out there.
Well, not much. And not much going on in St. Louis. I-70 coming in, I-44, Rolla, St. Louis, I-55. You see it coming up there to St. Louis. I-64 east out of East St. Louis, Illinois towards Mount Vernon is clear. I-70 towards Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois clear at this time. Southwest Missouri. Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla in good shape. I-70 Kansas City to Columbia in good shape there. Wonder what the forecast is. Anybody wondering?
Hopefully this all week.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Well, let's see. There we are. Tonight, 20% chance of slight T-storms. Is that what it's saying? Wednesday, 20% chance of thunder showers. And Wednesday night, mostly clear. Thursday, mostly sunny. All the way through the weekend. La-di-da. There you go. Yeah. Yep.
I'd like to thank Greg Farm Services for bringing us the weather.
As usual. Yep. There you go. I mean, wow. Where'd it go here? Specials and announcements. You go out there and buy you go out there and get you a zero. Can you see Jerry on a zero turn? He'd have a ball on zero turn, wouldn't he?
Scooter has saw me on a stand-up zero turn.
Yeah. Of course, I got to say something when I choke up.
Uh-huh.
Anytime I'm talking about Jerry, I choke up. No, he was. I saw him on a stand-up zero turn. I was scared.
With a flat tire, remember?
I was scared for my life.
I was one arming that thing like a rodeo dude.
That's quite the deal, though, that MS 170. That's a good little chainsaw. I've got one of those myself, and boy, you get a free chainsaw when you buy one of those tractors. Check it out at Greg's Farm Services.
You ever used it?
Oh, yeah. Bent the bar on it, too. Now I got to replace the bar and the chain.
It's a lot of work when you fire one of them dudes up.
I tell you, it doesn't take long to trim the stuff out. It takes me forever to haul it off to the brush pile.
How much do you think that chainsaw weighs?
Oh, I don't know.
I ran a 16-pound steel, and it'll wear you out.
It'll wear you out, yeah.
You get them little 10, 12 pounds. It just takes longer to do the job, so it's better to go with the heavy ones.
Yeah. Check it out, Greg's Farm Services. What do you got on community calendar?
All right, we have the Salvation Army Frito Chili Pie Lunch, a fundraising event to benefit our Shoes, Socks, and Skivvies programs. Tickets are $7. Lunch includes Frito pie drink and a sweet treat. That is this Thursday, May 10th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can dine in or carry out. I don't know if shoes are optional. I think they want you to go around barefoot that day to kind of get a feel for how the little children with no shoes get around. But anyway,
All right.
it's Thursday. You got one there? Go ahead.
This is My Father's World. Come celebrate the gift of music with the Sky Meadow Youth Orchestra Tuesday, May 22nd at Dunbar Auditorium, 6:30 p.m. And they say, bring a friend. So we got a nice little picture here. In fact, they're going to be a guest on the show. I pulled that up when Jerry's doing the other community calendar. Looks like they're scheduled at 7:30 on the 17th, so a week from Thursday.
And I'll be joining in on that. I'm going to be singing the second soprano. I don't know what they got me down.
Second soprano.
Might be bass. I don't know.
Do we have to tape the windows shut over here to keep them from vibrating and cracking?
La!
That's not
that's
soprano,
all.
believe me.
That's
That's
that is
baritone.
so far away.
All right. Preserving the Past, May 11th and 12th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Buford Schoolhouse Museum and Event Center. Our Baxter County Historical Genealogical Society
Say that
has
again.
renovated that place. You got to keep up with me, son. I'm on a roll. Hundreds of nice items, good prizes, food concession on site for a great cause. They are preserving the past for the future.
Who is?
And that's very important. Baxter County Historical and Genealogical Society, Dale.
That's good.
Okay. For more information, call 425-2551.
This is the weekend right here, Night with Your Night.
He's been up all night trying to say that.
For a week on.
I woke up 10 minutes ago, man.
Oh, Night with Your Night, Friday, May 11th, 2018. Tickets $25 each or VIP for $30. And then the father-daughter ball, tickets $22 each, VIP for $28. And this is the big annual fundraiser for the Mountain Christian Academy. Call them at 424-6622. They take no government money, teach no Common Core.
That's a nice event, too.
Y'all going?
I'm probably not this year, but I have been to some in the past, and it's very
A lot of
nice.
fun.
It is a nice program.
It is. 7:13, it's time for a break. We got Tobias Pugsley here with a guest from Baxter Regional Medical Center. Stick around, we're going to be right back.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys, and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Now, ladies, contain yourself. Tobias is on here.
You're going to be in trouble with my wife.
Hi, Tobias.
Hey, Dale. What's going on, guys? Everybody doing all right?
Good.
It's been a long time, seems like.
Boy, it has.
Almost a month.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Oh, we've been busy
We got a
over
whole stack of stuff here.
Yeah, we've been busy over at the hospital. Had a lot of great things go on. Right now, actually at the entrances, it's hospital week this week, and our SLT members are at the entrances handing our employees breakfast as they walk through the door.
There you go, SLT.
SLT, that's our senior leadership team. So
There you
that's
go.
Ron and Barney and Shannon Noctegal and Debbie Henry and Karen Adams and Nicole Vaccarella, and they're all at the entrances handing out breakfast. We got a lot of things planned for our employees this week. Being our MC is just such a great place to work. Last week we celebrated Nurses Week. That was huge. As you know, we are one of the top hospitals in the state of Arkansas for nurses to work. And we had a great week last week, and we celebrate. Each day has a different theme or different thing going on, and we had food trucks over there one day for all the employees, put together by the nurses, and we had a big 5K on Saturday, raised some money for the community support houses. Just a great place to work. So 2 back-to-back weeks of things for our employees, and that's what I wanted to talk about today, and that's why I brought Kim Beavers, our HR recruiter. We have quite a few job openings over at the hospital right now, and I wanted Kim to talk about some of those openings and what it takes to do some of those jobs. So I'm going to turn it over to Kim.
Thanks, Tobias. Yeah, actually right now, one of our primary focuses is on the certified nursing assistants that we have. We currently have 24 openings that are full-time. Full-time means usually about 36 hours a week. So most of our CNAs, depending on the unit or department they're in, work 3 12-hour shifts a week. I cannot stress how important that CNA position is. It is so important to the care of the patients. They are, in my opinion, the eyes and ears of the RNs that are in charge of those patients. So they spend a lot of time with the patients. They talk to the patients and the patients' families, which is very important. So they gather a lot of information about the condition of the patients. You know, generally speaking, everybody thinks CNA will come in and take your blood pressure and your heart rate and document that, which they do. They also will help transfer patients to and from their beds to the chairs if needed. They will help with feeding or personal hygiene. But really, they're there to focus on that patient and that patient's condition and to relay that information.
It's almost a constant mediation.
Yes, yeah. So they are so extremely important to the entire process of caring for that patient and getting them better. It really depends also, their duties depend not only on the individual patient's needs, but also on the areas of the organization in which they're working. So with 650 employees and all kinds of departments and units in Baxter, there's all kinds of opportunities for CNAs, and those range from being in the emergency department, where they are involved in more of the triage aspect, to being involved in our cardiovascular intensive care unit or our cardiovascular step-down unit. They're involved in endoscopy, where they deal more with maybe the instrumentation and the medical equipment than some of the other techs might. Our behavioral health units, our geriatric unit, as well as our new adult behavioral health unit. We have several openings right now because we have added that unit, so we need techs in there. Our inpatient rehab unit. They also have techs in there to help with the physical therapy and the occupational therapy in there. So that's a whole nother area that people sometimes don't think about. And of course, I cannot forget home health and hospice house. Those are very important areas as well. So it really depends on what a person would feel like their fit is for them, what their interests are, and where that lies. I get passionate about this, so I can talk for a long time, so bear with me. The really great news, I think, is we have scholarships to help people become CNAs. So we partner somewhat with ASU Mountain Home, and we provide scholarships. They're worth approximately, the classes at ASU Mountain Home are 4-week classes, 3 days a week, 8 hours a day. So within basically a month to 6 weeks, somebody can take that class, graduate from that class, and get their certification and be working for us in a full-time capacity as a CNA. So that's huge, I think. A lot of our students have that opportunity in school, but sometimes people get out of school and realize they have that caring heart and they want to help people in the medical field. So we offer that opportunity to them. In place of us saying, okay, we're going to sponsor you and give you a full-time job when you get out, we ask that they work for us for 1 year in a full-time capacity. So I think that's a pretty good trade-off in that regards.
Only 1 year commitment. No, Dale, you mentioned in your prayer, there's a lot of opportunity, and I think some of these kids, they just don't realize the opportunities that exist out there for them. And what Kim's saying is BRMC will help pay for your school. We'll give you a job out of school. And what's great about the CNA program is there's so many CNAs that go on to be RNs,
Really?
go on to be nurse practitioners, and some of them even go on to be physicians. And that's just the reality of it. And that's why we want to open that door and generate the relationships and build them with those potential CNAs. And that's what Kim's and her team have done a great job of doing. And we want to fill those positions and welcome those people on our team. We just need to get the word out.
Quite the opportunity.
Yes. It's really exciting. I mean, and to his point, that is the best way to get in and decide whether a healthcare profession is a fit for you or not. Because we recently, when you just mentioned that they go into BRNs, we recently had a gentleman that came in, was a CNA, wanted a scholarship to be an RN. We put him to work in the inpatient rehabilitation unit. He has since come back and said, you know what? I don't want to be an RN. I want to be a physical therapy assistant, which is great. We need those too. So he realized being a CNA on that floor that, hey, this is where my niche is. This is where I'm a fit. And that's what being a CNA is a lot of the times. We do have CNAs that have been there 30 years. And that retire after 30, 35 years. We run into those. But in today's world where, people are wanting to do more and progress and the additional education, so we not only provide the scholarship for the CNA to get you started and into that, we also have the foundation scholarships, which are available to anybody in the community. And that's huge as well, because to Tobias's point, we have I think they said the other day, some of those scholarships have given out over $3.8 million since their inception. So yes, a lot of people in this community and with our organizations have applied for those scholarships and been accepted. I think we just accepted over approximately 30 a month ago for the summer sessions, and the fall sessions are coming up. So we're actually taking applications right now for those as well.
Opportunity knocks.
Well, there is, and it's that time where a lot of people are graduating, and they're trying to figure out what the next step in their life is. So I thought timing this was relevant. Also relevant because we've just extended our deadline for scholarships. I believe the original deadline was May 31st, but
May 15th,
May 15th, but we've actually extended that to June 30th. just to give people more time to apply for those scholarships and to get that going for them. So, pretty excited. Yeah. Need a job, Dale?
Maybe.
We'll put you to work.
Depends on how this show goes.
There you go, Scooter. Don't worry, Scooter.
Look
We
over
got
here.
a spot for you too, buddy.
I can park cars. What else you got? We've got about 4.5 minutes before we take a break.
Yeah, so we also have some big announcements this summer. We have some new physicians that we've hired, and pretty excited about that.
Really?
Obviously, we can't say anything just yet, but definitely some needs in the community that are going to be addressed.
Can you give us a hint?
Not yet.
Prod.
Yeah. But you'll start to see that roll out, and we'll start talking about that in June and July. So that's pretty exciting. And Kim can talk about maybe some of the other positions that we have open or things that we're looking for.
We do. We almost always have open certified surge tech positions, which I know sounds kind of funny.
What
Everybody
was that again?
always
Say that again.
certified surgical tech positions.
Oh, surgical tech. Wow.
Yeah, so you're actually in surgery with the physician and handing them instrumentation and being involved in that. It's another critical. Sometimes people think of it as an entry-level position, but it's a very critical position. So much time I know people will focus on the doctors and even the nurses, and yes, I'm always looking for nurses. Tobias knows that. But there are a lot of other entry-level positions that we have that make that organization run. Everything from environmental services, housekeeping, to food service. Everybody's important in that cog and our big wheel and making everything work. I previously worked with one of the guys that used to take up the trash and environmental services. He started working there before I did, and he told me one day in the hall, he goes, "You're going to think I'm silly." And I said, "Why?" And he had come from a very well thought of position with another company in the area. He'd been there for 25 years. He was one of my go-to guys when I worked there. And he's come to the hospital. At that time, he's been promoted since, but he was picking up trash. He goes, I'm important here. He goes, people treat me well. They talk to me. They know I'm important. And without me, the rest of it wouldn't run right. And I thought that explained it better than anything. There is no unimportant position within Baxter Regional Medical Center. Everybody counts, whether that's doing the tons of laundry downstairs that they do on a weekly basis.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, it is something to see. Or picking up the trash and the biohazard waste.
Well, let's back up. Let's just think. Okay, so say Saturday I take the sheets off the bed, wash them, put them back. I don't think twice about it. Mm-hmm. How many beds you got in that hospital?
268 is our...
You've got towels and wash rags, and there's endless amounts. Then they have to be sterilized.
Yes. So everything is critical in what we do. There is no unimportant positions.
What was it, 268?
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of bed sheets.
Yeah. And they have told me how many tons, and it's beyond my mind right this moment, but it is amazing how much laundry they do down there. We just filled 2 laundry positions this week, as a matter of fact, an assistant supervisor and a temp position. So those are very important too. So we have all kinds. I have approximately 120 positions that are open on brmccareers.com right now.
We can take a look at that website.
Yes, we encourage people to go to brmccareers.com and see what's available.
And it's right down here at the lower left under the main block right there. You see right here, careers. Click on that.
Then you'll click on that next link there.
Yes, and my information's on that particular
Right here.
page there, and then so is the...
And what's kind of neat is we've set this site up where you can kind of go and find out about the different positions. There's nursing, provider, allied health up there at the top. You can kind of, or you can scroll down and see them in kind of the circles. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So if somebody, and that's the thing is Baxter Regional Medical Center is kind of like a small city in respects to.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, there's so many different jobs that it really does take kind of a village to run the place. So it's not just nurses, it's not just doctors. It is all these other positions that Kim was talking about. Office clerical positions in the clinics. And all the way across the board. I mean, even IT, networking, things like that. So it's pretty neat. And if you click into one of those circles, you just pick one.
Let's look at nursing.
That's always a good one. So nursing, there's all kinds of different nursing. And this is what Kim was talking about. We kind of try to fit you into
15 different blocks here.
That's right. Into what your passion is, what you So click on one of those.
Surgical. Let's go surgical.
Yeah, so surgical. So that in that you're going to find out, here's what pre-op nursing looks like. Here's what surgery looks like.
Surgery, vascular surgery. My goodness.
Yeah, so we just try to put a little bit of information on there so you can kind of just learn a little bit more about that position. Probably if you're looking here, you're already in nursing school trying to make that decision. We want to make it really easy to apply. So up there at the top, there's a little apply now button. That's actually going to take you to our job application intake site.
Let's see. We'll put it in here. First name Jerry, second name Hogan.
He's already over here looking for jobs. I mean, y'all got to watch
He's
this guy.
actually in there. I actually always recommend going into positions by category because that makes it easier. So those 4 spots right there, the next to the last. Yeah, right there. And then you can see the nursing positions that are open, the nursing support positions, and those are the CNA and the tech positions we were talking about earlier.
Wow.
So it's organized very well. It's easy to get into, and we consider it user-friendly.
So click on that nursing there. It's just kind of show.
Right there?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can kind of see there if you scroll through that all the nursing positions are just, there's a bunch of them. And
So what's an APRN?
That is a nurse practitioner.
Okay.
So they've gotten their masters.
4th floor south CVSD LPN. Y'all thrive on initials.
Yes, they do.
I am going to be working on that to make it a little bit easier for everybody else in the world to understand what we're talking about. Yes.
You click into one of those, though, you can kind of see where you get a little more descriptive on that actual position. And then you can apply right there.
Wow. There you go.
That is cool.
It really is. Jobs available at Baxter Regional Medical Center. And so we need to take a quick break. Come up on 732 more with Tobias, Kim right after this. Scooter?
Be right back.
Yep.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
You already know that Ferris mowers are the only mowers on the market with a patented spring suspension system, saving you time in the seat, less back stress, and a professional even cut every time. You already know that Mower Warehouse is the only area dealership that will accept your mower trade-in. But did you know that a truckload of discounted 2017 models just arrived at Mower Warehouse, allowing you the pleasure of saving hundreds of dollars on your next mower purchase of a new Ferris or Simplicity zero-turn machine? Come check out the parking lot sale at Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
$7:34 back with Tobias Pugsley. It's always good to have Tobias on. Always have a good time. And you've got a video we need to cue up here?
We do. So this past week we had our donor banquet, and we had a great turnout, 400 and some odd folks. So we fit them into the shed and just celebrated.
In the shed.
We fit them in the shed. Sounds bad, doesn't it? If you're not from Mountain Home, you just. But everybody was in the shed, and we had a great night, and so kind of our finale, our last thing that we showed was this video, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Baxter Regional Ambulance Service. What's the address of your emergency?
608 Leatherwood Drive.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
He's having chest pains. I think he's having a heart attack.
We've got the ambulance on the way.
Unit 11, you have a priority 1 call, 608 Leatherwood Drive.
Unit 11, Baxter, we're going to be en route.
Please respond.
How are you doing today? Anything you want us to do for you?
Thank you.
We're good now.
Yeah. So as you can imagine, there wasn't a dry eye in the whole building that night.
And then to see Barney, Larry, and Debbie, and
yeah, it was truly amazing. And that's one of the things is we're extremely proud of our heart program. If you don't know that, just drive by the hospital and look at the big banner hanging off the front of it. We're extremely proud of it, and for Barney to be able to share his story about that was pretty powerful. and went over really, really well. And we got a lot of good feedback about it, so we're excited. Another thing that we launched at the donor banquet was, for last year we've been putting out a publication called The Regional, which was kind of about the happenings and things about the hospital, about the houses, and we'll continue to put that out. But we came up with a new publication in partnership with Wheelhouse Design called The Pulse. And this is The Pulse. It is a magazine that's dedicated to the stories of BRMC and their extended family, but not told through the lens of something that's extremely medical. We really wanted to get to tell the stories in a way that we make connections with our community. So, for example, there's a great story in the magazine about Shane Whitlock, who's our radiologist. Fun fact, he was on Jeopardy 10 times and also on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Really?
So it's a story about his account and going through that and, kind of helping pay for medical school and just a really, really neat story. And those are the types of things that the Pulse, that we want to share with the Pulse.
Looky here, Jerry. Tips for a healthier diet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get you hooked up there, Jerry. There's also another great story on Dr. Godfrey. One of the confusions right now in the hospital is about hospitalists. Hospitalists. So remember in the old days when your primary care doctor would come to the hospital and see you? And you would expect to see that doctor in the hospital. Nowadays, most of the primary care practices will pay our hospitalist group to take care of their patients while they're in the hospital because they are experts in taking care of patients in a hospital setting. But a lot of times patients don't understand that, and it throws them for a loop. It's a very serious time, a very confusing time of their life most often. So wanted to tell that story and show the role of the hospitalist, but I didn't want to do it real medically. So this is a story about Dr. Godfrey and his passion and enthusiasm for the outdoors, with a nod to what a hospitalist is and how he loves living in this region and practicing in this region, and just some really, really great stories. And that's what it's all about. We wanted to the advertising pays for the magazine, so it was at no cost to the hospital. And we work with Wheelhouse Design, and Sarah did a great job of taking care of the advertising part. I mean, we just kind of helped find the stories that needed to be told, and they did the rest. And it's absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. It's kind of hitting the newsstands this week. You'll be able to find them in various places throughout the community. We're mailing some to our donors. We'll have some available in the hospital and clinics, but we're pretty excited. We're going to do 2 of these in 2018, so this is one. We'll do another one in the fall. And we're just excited about, another outlet to communicate and to build relationships with our community and with our patients.
Talk a little bit about the health fair before we go to break.
Oh, the health fair was huge.
You scared the cheeseburgers out of Jerry.
That was a long line.
Did it work?
Yes, it did.
So the health fair was great, and we had a really, really a good weather for the most part. There was a little rain the first day, but we ended up seeing a 2-day total. We go from 7 a.m. or 7:30 to 4:30 on a Wednesday, and then we went from 7:30 to noon on the Thursday. We saw 1,575 people in the 2 days. We did 500 labs, so 500 people went through the lab, got their labs done for free, courtesy of Baxter Regional. We did 316 body mass indexes, and 175 people did the hands-only CPR training. And then the thing that we were most excited about is, we have a heart issue here in our region, and we want to identify those heart issues earlier so that we can reduce the number of heart attacks. So we came up with a cardiac calcium screening program. For $99, you could go and you could do this robust screening, somewhat similar to what you can do down at Heart. And we did 125 of those, which we were actually thrilled with. The response for that was just overwhelming. So we're excited. We hope that we can catch some of these heart issues earlier. Obviously, if we can catch them earlier, we can do more good for the patients. So it's just a wonderful health fair, and we're excited, and it's a good partnership for us, and we look forward to figuring out how we can take it to the next level next year.
With that, we're going to take a break. Coming up on 7:45, Tobias Pugsley from Baxter Regional Medical Center is our guest today, so stick around, be right back.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
Alzheimer's Arkansas announces their 2018 Mountain Home Hope for the Future on Friday, May 18th, 2018 at Christ Community Church at 759 Highway 62 in Mountain Home, Arkansas from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Free for family and friend caregivers, free financial support available for respite care, and free breakfast and lunch provided. For more information, you can call Alzheimer's Arkansas at 501-224-0021 or visit them at www.alzark.org/hope for the future.
Hi, I'm Rick.
It's coming up on 7:48, and we're visiting with Tobias Pugsley from Baxter Regional Medical Center. And go back to when I moved here in 1972, when Baxter County at the time, Baxter County Hospital, was basically a single wing, single floor compound fracture of the arm would send you to Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at what has transpired over the last 40 years. And 268 beds. And how many people you think are in that hospital today?
Total patients?
Yeah, patients, employees.
Staff, the whole nine.
You're going to have a crowd.
Counting
of
the
people.
clinics, I mean, probably close to 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A city within itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, traveling along, you go from here to Harrison and look at the population signs of the small towns you go through. The population of Baxter Regional Medical Center right now is bigger than some incorporated towns in Arkansas.
That's very true.
And how many counties you serve?
12.
Including Missouri?
Yeah, there's 2 in Missouri.
Which would be Ozark
and Howell.
Mm-hmm. Wow. You know, where would we be without what has transpired in those 40 years?
Well, that's, and that's probably where we would be is also a fear that we probably have every day, that we would be exactly where we were saying we'd be. Simple fractures and things like that would be packed and shipped to the nearest responding facility. I think it would have some serious impact on our population.
Yeah.
Retirees historically move where there's really good health care.
Yeah.
And we know that this region is a retiree community. So I think that it would definitely have some damaging effects on that as well.
Well, even you look at the education between here and Harrison, here in Salem, you've got good health care right here. And so your school systems thrive off of that. Add to that the library and everything else we've got around here. It's just, it's what we call quality of life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think any one of them is more important than the other necessarily, but they all work together to provide, kind of our culture of Mountain Home. And without one piece of those, the rest of us fail.
What do you see for BRMC over the next 20 years? Is there going to be any more structural expansions where you have to add on, build on? What? Just taking a guess. I mean, you look at Mountain Home. We've got the parks going on the west side. We've had, in the last 18 years, we've had Lowe's and Home Depot and the Walmart Supercenter, and everything's on the east side down here. Now you got what I call the new harps, and you got the park coming in over there, and I hope to see that grow. So with expansion comes more responsibility for taking care of the people that come here.
Absolutely. So I think the next 20 years will be extremely interesting, and a lot of these are my personal thoughts. They aren't necessarily the position of the hospital, but what I'm already starting to see is, we're trying to be more innovative in ways that we take care of patients. Used to, healthcare is a very organizational driven process, if you will. And now we're trying to figure out new ways to see it in the patient's eyes, to make it a better experience for the patient. So let me give you an example. How inconvenient is it for you to go to the doctor right now? I mean, it takes about a half day, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What you're going to see over the next 5, 10, 20 years is ways that your medical treatment can be delivered to you in your setting, in the setting of your choosing, as opposed to the setting that we dictate to you. How great would it be to be sitting in your home, let's say you have a sore throat, or you feel a sore throat coming on, you feel something coming on, and within a couple clicks of a button in 5 minutes, now you're talking to a physician right there on your phone. That physician will then diagnose you. If a prescription's warranted, calls it right into Walgreens. And so you got about 10 minutes invested in a phone call, and however far you live from whatever your pharmacy you use, maybe use one of the local ones.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate right here. And I'll send you some negative vibes here. My biggest pet peeve. Okay, you have a 10:15 appointment on Thursday. You need to be here 30 minutes prior to that, which is 9:45. So you get there at 9:40, 9:45. We're here. Okay, have a seat. 10:15, 10:20, 10:30, 10:40, 10:45, and you're still waiting for the 10:15. That's what makes me mad.
I think that's a frustration with a lot of people. And what we forget is, that physician already has a packed schedule. So that day, they've maybe slotted every 10 minutes they're going to see a patient. Well, then Susie's daughter comes in and she's broken her arm or something. So there's 20 minutes diverted for that. Or so-and-so comes in with something that's more emergent. So the physician, so it kind of alters the physician's entire day because of one little thing. And what happens is this happens constantly. Yeah. So what you're going to see, I think, is as we move to more technical solutions to provide health care, it will take some of the burden off of the physicians, so the our physicians can spend more time with the cases and the things that they want to spend time on.
Yeah.
And you're going to see that in things like telehealth. There's also this whole movement in consumerism within healthcare. So what's happening is we've always treated patients like patients, right? But the reality is they're more than patients now. They're really consumers. And what I mean by that is they have options. You don't just have to go to Baxter Regional anymore. You have a whole slew of hospitals to choose to do your heart surgery or choose to do whatever treatment you need done. So what you're going to see is the information about those choices be more readily available. You're starting to see big players like Apple, Amazon moving into the healthcare space that are going to completely disrupt everything that we know about healthcare. As Amazon looks to venture further into the pharmaceutical space, imagine what Amazon could bring. Remember how difficult online shopping used to be?
Piece of cake anymore.
And along come Amazon, and now I can get whatever I want in my door in the next 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what that's going to look like as they start to venture into pharmacy.
So with the technology, I think somebody mentioned the other day that the iPhone's only been out for 11 or 12 years.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about, I've got a sore throat, my left ear hurts, I'm sitting at home, I feel like I've got a fever, and I do a FaceTime with my doctor, do you see a time where the phone is okay? He's got 99.7 temperature and blah 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 blah, and everything is done through.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Oh yeah, they're already doing it in some areas.
You're kidding.
And it's coming here. It's only a matter of time. And that's the thing is the technology behind healthcare absolutely fascinates me. It's going to make our lives better. It's going to make. Let me give you. This is one of my favorite examples. So insurances are really into the technology side of healthcare right now. Let me tell you why. Is before, as a patient, I would give you medicine, right? I mean, insurance. I want you to take your medicine because that keeps you. Well, now they have pill boxes that are smart pill boxes, right? So they hook up to Wi-Fi and they tell me if Dell's taking his medicine or not.
Oh my God!
So now insurance can monitor and some of those other things. So
literally, you know, with the plug-in where the charge port, you could actually put a data input.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I put a probe up here or wherever, and okay, so I've got 99.7 or 100.1. You could basically diagnose through there.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot
even
of
your ambulances. I mean, let's say that you had a heart attack person. How much time we got?
About 3.5 minutes.
You can transmit back to the hospital via the ambulance and that technology there, and the hospital can be prepped by the time the patient gets there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to see a lot more preventative stuff. So we call it smart homes, if you will.
Yeah.
The same principle applies. You know, now we have Apple Watches and Fitbits, and all this health data is being stored about us. Well, imagine what we can do from the preventative mindset of getting out in front of diseases. If a doctor can now go and look at your Apple Health information and say, all right, well, his heart rate started to climb here, and start to identify when things happen. Now you can paint a more accurate picture of what happened, because right now we go to the doctor and the doctor says, well, what's wrong with you? Well, I don't know. A few weeks ago, my heart started racing a little faster, and I don't really know why. Well, now they can look and tell some of those things. And as that technology,
you've been drinking Dale's coffee.
yeah, order the vaccine. It's pretty neat where healthcare's headed. But you know what I was saying is the access. It's going to improve access. Imagine right now, you know, you live in I don't know, somewhere between here and Mountain View, and your kid gets sick, and so now you're looking at 30-minute to an hour drive into the ER. You're going to sit there for however long. And imagine the ease of access now if you can access a physician on the phone.
That's interesting.
Imagine if you can now, there's going to be a time in the not too distant future where you will be able to, let's say you need a knee replacement. You'll be able to put in, I need a knee replacement, here's my insurance, I want physicians in a 100-mile radius, and it's going to spit out, here are all the physicians that do those knee surgeries. Here's what they're going to charge you. Here's what your out-of-pocket cost is going to be. And then here's what the success outcomes are of those particular physicians. And that's why I go back to the Amazon thing, is we're going to be consumers. We are going to make decisions off of reviews, those types of things, and price shopping. And that technology is slowly catching up with healthcare, and it's only a matter of time. Some
so that's
big
what we
areas
get to look for in the next 20 years. There's no telling.
Yeah, self-driving ambulances. I've seen some stuff for that. That's pretty neat. We're not there yet by far, but it's coming. I mean, it's a real neat time to see, because for a long time, healthcare has lagged behind technology so far, and now I think that they've finally seen that we can almost leapfrog back to being caught up with technology if we can adopt some of those things. So it's kind of interesting.
I bet if sitting in your chair at the hospital and having to try to figure out the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, that's got to be interesting.
It's very interesting, because a lot of times you have to have your feet in both boats.
Yep.
You have to have your feet in the boat of, we got to sustain what we're doing right now. We're doing a good job with certain things. We don't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
And then the other foot is, well, what's next? What's coming? What's going to sink this boat over here?
Yeah.
And so it's really neat because you get to be on both sides of it and kind of see some of those things and then deliver that. I love delivering good news to the community, and I think that a lot of these things that we're going to be able to roll out, it's going to be good news.
Baxter Regional Medical Center, the jewel in the crown of the Twin Lakes area, serving 12 counties around our area. Baxter Regional Medical Center. Thanks to Tobias for being here today.
Thanks, guys.
That pretty well wraps it up. Scooter, better take us home.
Stay tuned. Jim Bumgardner
Coming
up next.
Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.